Well, had to do a little switcheroo. My internet went out. So I am on 4G. Yeah, I'm on 4G. First, I want to welcome you guys to the live stream. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope that you are having a fantastic day. If you are new here, my name is Melody Johnson, and this is Sizzle Serve Yum, where I've actually transitioned from the ketogenic diet all the way to full time carnivore. So, yes, welcome. So, one of the things that we are having on today that actually hit over 100 days being on the carnivore diet, and I'm very excited about that because that I had to be really mindful about, and I really had to push a lot of effort towards for this diet. And it was very much a lot of accountability that had to be placed on this diet. It's not like I was on the diet and I was quiet about it so I could cheat. I actually had to tell people about it so that way it would help me to stay on track. And it did help a lot. I'm looking over here trying to get the chat going. Let me see. Hold on one second, guys. I'm over here looking. I'm looking. I'm trying to find this chat. I don't know what's going on. It looks like they got like a new setup here. Good Lord. Between my internet going out and the chat, I can't find the chat. I don't know why. But yeah, so I wanted to tell you like my experience about being on the carnivore diet, and I also wanted to tell you just a few things that I learned, and if you have any questions. Let's see. Hopefully I can find this chat. I don't know why it's not let's see what's going on. Let's see. The live chat is on. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm over here trying to find the chat and it's not showing up on here. Okay, now you see me. Okay. Evans, I'm so sorry. So today we were I was ready to go live. I had set up everything inside at my desk. And then I seen where it said no internet access. And I said, no! I was like, I gotta go on. So I told my family, I was like, I'm still live streaming. I was like, I'm just live streaming from the car. But I'm glad you see me, Evans. I'm glad I finally seen that because I didn't see anything and I didn't know what was happening. So we a carnivore diet for over 100 days. It's been over 7 days. And I'm really happy and extremely proud of that accomplishment because I've never stayed on a diet this long and was this successful. Well, I've stayed on other diets, but then what would end up happening was I would end up tapering off. And I noticed that every time I would be on a diet and I couldn't stick to it, I'd eventually go right back to those old patterns of eating. And so, with this type of lifestyle, it actually taught me to go through those hard patches, but also how to deal with overcoming like the cravings and how to overcome the sugar addiction. And that was real, guys. There was points I was crying because I couldn't have a Snickers bar, but now I look at a Snickers bar and I'm like, I don't care for it. Yeah. Let's see. Lacey, what's going on, Lacey? Hope you're having a good day. Lacey Golitz, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. She said, good job. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was quite a challenge in the beginning. When I started this lifestyle of eating, I was like, yeah, I was like gung ho. And I'm gonna be real frank with you. I binge watched a ton of videos. I read a little bit here, but I just knew I had to start. That was the whole process. Uh, that's when I started realizing going through a crazy detox. Let's see. Lacey says you too. Thank you. Thank you. We have Rarp T. How are you? Hi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. So we're over here talking about my 100 days that I was on the carnivore diet. We've got Matthew in the chat. What's up? What's up, Matthew? How are you doing? How's everything today? So I've been on the carnivore diet for over 100 days, and I'm gonna tell you in the beginning, I didn't realize that the detox process could be real rough on you. Like, I was going through the detox for almost like 2 weeks. I'm telling you. Got Charlie Vlogs in the chat. Hey Charlie, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Charlie says, hey. Matthew says, good. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good today, man. We got any plans for today? I'm gonna watch something this weekend. It's gonna be the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Huge Marvel fan. Yeah, so yeah, I went through the detox, and I thought the detox was gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy, but y'all, I was on a struggle bus. Like, I was like, I had quit coffee, sugar at the same time, caffeine at the same time, and like, if I had to recommend to anyone, I would tell you, like, make sure when you quit, just quit one at a time, one of you, because quitting both is real hard. It's real hard on the system. Let's see. Charlie says, I have a soccer and volleyball tournament. Dude, that's awesome. I hope you have a great time. I hope you win. Lacey says it's a good movie. Oh, Lacey's seen it already. Okay, okay. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. When I finish getting to watch the movie, I will definitely talk about it. Yeah. Got Lacey says hope you like it. Thank you. Okay, is it Anika? Okay, hi. I'm from the Ukraine. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing good. How are you today? Thanks for coming on. So I was talking to you guys about, I've been on the carnivore diet for over, I want to say I've been on this for over 110 days now. And with being on this carnivore diet for over 110 days, these are some of the results that I got. I don't know if this is typical of everyone, but everyone's different because everyone has like different health challenges and stuff. So mine was, it improved my eyesight. I actually went to the doctor a few weeks back, and he told me that he had to reduce the prescription of my eyeglasses. So that was one. The other thing was, I went to my dentist, and my dentist told me, you no longer have gingivitis. I was like, what? I was battling this thing for almost 2 years. And he was like, yeah. I was like, I'm brushing, I'm flossing. I was like, what's happening? And then I also had a lot of indigestion issues. That's why I diet to lead this kind of lifestyle. Um, Charlie says we made it to the champs last year, but I don't know because I'm a hitter and setter. You'll get it. You'll get it. Let's see. Yeah, you probably get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's see. We got someone. Let's see. Ghost Rain, you whack. That's not nice. I'm not doing that. Anyway, so we went ahead and I decided, I didn't even like get all the stuff that I needed when I was going on this diet. I just decided I'm going to just do it. And I jumped right into it. And when I jumped right into it, the problem that I was having was I was super dehydrated. And I thought, well, if I'm dehydrated, then that means I just need to drink more water. That was not the case. I needed to actually have some sort of electrolyte. And by electrolytes, I needed to not have like the stuff from the store, like the regular stuff. I just needed to have some magnesium, potassium, and also magnesium, potassium, and some salt is what I needed. Charlie says you're literally gorgeous. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for kind words. So when I started the diet, what ended up happening was I was starting to get like cramps in my hands, cramps in my feet. It was brutal, man. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. Like, it was hard on my body, and I was having trouble going to sleep. I had something I call the meat sweats, which is like a keto flu when you're detoxing from all of these foods. And so I had insomnia. I was sweating at night. I couldn't sleep. My body, I felt so weak. I felt tired because my body was also going through this thing called oxalation. And it's like detoxing from vegetables and fruits, which I was a huge fan of. I used to make like a ton of smoothies and stuff. But I'm telling you right now, that was crazy, like going through that detox. But after going through it for like 2 weeks, It was like the sunshine, and I was able to have a ton of energy, and it made me feel so much better. I could go on walks. I could do things I couldn't do before. I could not have to wait until midday to have my midday candy bar so I could have energy. I didn't need that anymore. Yeah. Let's see. I would be careful because when I went on a diet like that, I had a ed, but it's so much better now. But yeah. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah. And I think part of the problem was I never had a real good relationship with food. Like I always used food not just when I was like starving, but I also used it as a comfort item. And so this diet kind of like blew my mind because it really opened my eyes to the unhealthy eating habits that I had gained along the years. Like if somebody, and this is a good example, you would think, okay, maybe two slices of pizza would be great for one person to eat and they should feel fine. Well, yeah, you'll feel fine, but then why is it that after an hour and a half later, I'm still hungry? So that was part of the problem that I was having. Let's see. Yeah, the eating disorder. Yeah, and I think that was part of it. Like I would binge eat, if I was upset about something, or I would also um try to starve myself, like, for long periods of time in hopes that I would lose weight. So it ended up being like a toxic relationship with food. Or if I was upset, I would again just eat a ton of ice cream and be like, I'll feel okay. I learned that I can do that through exercise. Let's see. Let me cook, bro. Says you look like Taylor Swift. I do. That's funny. But yeah, I learned that I don't need to eat those foods in order to feel good about myself. I can go for a walk and feel good. Have the sun shine on my face, on my skin, so that way I'm absorbing all of those sun rays and I can feel amazing. So it changed my attitude towards things. So that was the whole detox. And then once I got through the detox, I was able to walk from 60 seconds from walking, build all the way up to now 60 minutes, and I can hit about 3.5 miles now. This is going from being totally sedentary, just sitting on the couch, to now 60 minutes. And from doing that, I learned I could push myself a lot better and I can choose to eat healthier foods. So yeah, that's what I've learned during my over 100 days. And there's also other things that I would suggest, and that it's to prepare, like once you're starting this diet, this way of eating. I don't even like using the word diet. I'm going to say lifestyle. Yeah, using that lifestyle is way better. So what I started doing, and you guys tell me if you think this is crazy, I started preparing for the winter. And the reason why I started preparing for winter now is because I don't want to be caught out there when winter happens and I'm like, oh man, I don't know what to do. I was like, okay, I there's gonna be points where I can't go outdoors, like if it's raining. So I found an alternative for that. If it's raining outside and I want to go for my 60-minute walk, I go to Lowe's or I go to Home Depot and I take the very outside, inside of the store, but on the very outside, I walk in a circle. And I did it in Lowe's, and this woman knew what I was doing. I guess she was a manager. And she came up to me. She was like, "Girl, how many miles you hit?" I said, "So far, I've hit 3 miles." So yeah, you can definitely go for a walk in Lowe's. They're not gonna say anything to you, like unless you getting in people's way and you're making a fuss. But I was just kind of staying on the outside and that's how I was able to track my walking. And I did it not just I would go in their gardening section so that way I can kind of look at the flowers and stuff to keep my eyes focused on finishing the walk. So that was just a little, I guess you'd say that was one way that I planned for my walks on the days that it was raining really hard. And then if I couldn't do walk, I chose some indoor workouts, which they have workouts. This woman named Grow with Joe, she's, oh my gosh, she is amazing. And she does workouts with walking and with weights. And then I did another workout. It's called Workout with Roxanne. She does band workouts. And I could put those links in the description as far as like the bands that I use. They're heavy duty. They're meant for I think it's targeted more towards men. But I use the bands because they're super strong and they are like awesome. And they have a certain weight limit on those bands, and you can double up on the weights. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you do have I use a stepper. And the stepper I will use if I really don't feel like, if I don't want to go for a walk, but I don't want to do weights, like resistance bands, I do that. And so I found that having a variety of these activities that I could rotate through actually helped me. Yeah. So that's what I do with my exercises. Yeah, you guys let me know in the chat, what do you do for your exercises? Do you have like alternative exercises you do if you can't go outside? Yeah, so let me know in the chat. Also, and some people choose not to exercise. Some people like, you know what, I just want to do the carnivore a lifestyle this way, and that's okay if you want to do it like that. When I first started the lifestyle, the first month I didn't do anything. And the reason why was because I was so weak and so tired. I had only enough energy to get a job done, and then that was it. I slept pretty much the rest of the day. But after the first month, by the second month, I started really taking into consideration my workouts and being more mindful of them, starting to track them in my Fitness Pal, which is a free app that you can use. I don't get no kickbacks from it, but I love my Fitness Pal. And you could track like your meals. Now, technically, with carnivore, you don't have to track, but I always recommend to track, because if for whatever reason you hit a plateau, you can see how you need to adjust your food. And no one's gonna remember days and days and days over a series of months about that. So that's why I say always make sure you're journaling. Hey, Fogel Stuff 87 is here. Hey, Fogel Stuff, how are you? I walk in place while I watch YouTube. I do the same thing. Sometimes I will walk in place while I'm watching like my K dramas. That's what I've been doing a lot, and I kind of look forward to it. It gives me like a little bit of an incentive. Like, okay, it's time to exercise. I like to exercise, but I like to exercise sometimes, and watch my shows and not feel like bad. Like, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I do like to walk in place while watching YouTube, and then also sometimes what I'll do is, if I am in the kitchen, I will do quick, like I do like wall push-ups. I started doing that because I want to build up my upper body strength. I have like a lot of like arm fat, and I'm like not feeling that. So I'm like, okay, I can work on that. It's also mind transformation you're doing when you're leading this lifestyle, because you gotta be honest with yourself about some things that have too. So I remember when I was in high school, how I used to be able to do splits. I was so fit, but I had like just a bigger frame as a girl. And I used to see the girls that were skinnier, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I'm not skinny enough. And I think that's where it started, like that whole way of eating. And I think part of it is also some childhood trauma that I went through. I'm not gonna go into that, but yeah, I think part of that incorrect way of eating and seeing food as a relationship is um what what brought me here today. But now it's different. Now I love meat. I like looking at different ways that I can prepare it. I want to say just started getting into that part, because in the beginning I just wanted to cook foods that I knew I could access easily, and foods that I knew I could just make quick, especially if I was hungry. Fogel says, "How are you planning for the holidays, girl? I got you." It's so funny you mentioned that. I actually started doing my content calendar for the rest of this year, and so yeah, I am gonna have like a little like special things for the holidays. I'm gonna try to make most of it. I'm gonna try to make most of it carnivore, but whatever I can't make carnivore, I'm also gonna tweak and make ketovore. So be like a little bit of keto, and some of it might be for some people paleo. So in my household, I'm the only carnivore. Like everybody else eats a regular, SAD diet. With the exception of my daughter, she's between paleo and, I will say, she does like paleo-ish. So that's what she does, but I try to get her to eat more meat. So, what am I cooking and eating? All right, so it is going to be more meat. I will be making some keto desserts and some carnivore desserts. I just seen something today that was like another carnivore dessert that I was like, oh, I got to try to make this. So, I'm going to put my own little spin on it. So I got to go run to the store and get some eggs and butter. Let's see. What will you be doing differently? I could probably do. Hey, Joy. Yes, yes, your name is Joy. So, Joy, this is what I was thinking, was making a series. I could do it by meal, and you tell me what you think of this. Which I'll start with a dessert. I'll start with an entree, maybe a side item, and then I could put that all in one video, or I can just release those into different categories for you guys, because I know my playlist only has one, and this is Carnivore Journey, and everything's in there. But I'm gonna fix that too. I'm gonna organize that a little bit more. But I wanted to make more videos before I started separating those categories. I can make a playlist exclusively for holiday celebrations, which, let me know what you think of that. A whole lot. But that's funny that you mentioned. Thinking today, I was like, we got to figure out how can we eat for the. That's important, right? Like we always talked about planning ahead. And it ain't always gonna be perfect. It's not always gonna be perfect. But also, I'm gonna talk to you guys about, if you cheat, right, how to get back on track, because when you cheat, it's hard to get back on track. So yeah, and I actually did. I have a video coming out. Uh, let's see, probably at the mid month, this mid month, and it's gonna be about that. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So yeah, that's what I'm. So Joy, what do you have plans for today? We seen Charlie said he's got some sort of he's got a soccer and volleyball board tournament. Who else is on here? I see some people on. Tell me what you got planned for the weekend. I told you what I got planned for the weekend. We're gonna see some family, and then I'm gonna go watch. Oh, my son is coming home from college, so I'm excited about that, and he's gonna come with us. And as a family, we're all going to see that Wolverine and Deadpool movie, so that's gonna be fun. And I'm a fan of Marvel, so I cannot wait to see that movie. And those are actually my two favorite characters. So it's like, I'm like, that's like a bundle of joy in a movie, and I'm pretty sure I cannot wear makeup because it's gonna be runny from tears of laughter. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's what I wanted to jump on about. So far, I will say the the diet itself, the lifestyle has been fabulous. I've had a really hard start, but it's so good. And so I had came to that conclusion at the end of the 100 days. How do I feel, and do I want to keep doing this type of lifestyle? Yes, I'm going to keep doing this kind of lifestyle. I like the way my body feels. I like the fact that I feel like I wake up within seconds, and I don't need like any kind of pick me up. But then also, I'm going to be able to allow myself certain keto things once in a while. And that's going to be during like the holidays, so I don't feel like left out. Evans, staying in the pool all weekend to beat the heat. That sounds like such a good plan. I wish I had a pool. I really do. I would be in that pool right now. There's been a heat advisory in effect for the past 3 days. And I tried to go for a walk outside. Heat advisory, not a good idea. So much, I was like, my heart felt like it was going to pound. It was pounding so much. this in the heat. I'm so used to going for my walks early in the morning. It's so nice and cool. So yeah, I'm not doing that. Uh, Joy says, I get ready for the weekend on Friday. Yeah, I do the same thing. Rest on Saturday and go to church on Sunday and start my week. Hopefully, the hubby will be grilling tonight. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds like a good plan. And that's kind of what I'm doing after this live stream. I got laundry I've got to fold. Actually, y'all gonna laugh. I was gonna live stream in my living room, but then I told you the internet went out, and I was just gonna be doing my laundry while I was gonna be talking to y'all. But I was like, all right, maybe that's too much. But yeah, I was gonna do the same thing. I got like laundry I've got to put away, and I've been trying to be a little bit more organized. This is gonna sound weird, but I actually got like some like drawer organizers, right? So stuff like, like underwear and stuff. And I've realized that I cut down on the amount of time looking for stuff. I just throw things in a drawer when it used to come to stuff like that. But I realized from being so organized and organizing that's cut back on my time on losing time for my workouts. So I make sure I have all of that stuff ready. So I use these really cool drawer organizers I got. I think it was like 14 bucks. Where did I get it from? I got it from Amazon. Yeah, I got that one from Amazon. So I love that. And then I gotta clean the kitchen, and we're gonna shoot some video. So that is my plan for today. But yes, the pool sounds good, and grilling and chilling always sounds good. I love grilling. Maybe that's what I should ask Cleo for. Got me. That's a good idea, Joy. I'm gonna go run to the store, and I'm gonna get some chicken drumsticks. That's what I want. I want some chicken drumsticks, and if I find some steaks on sale, I'll snag them. But I'll see. I you I remember you had talked to me, Joy, about doing one of those what is it called? It's like a little shop with me kind of videos. I'm gonna put one out. Okay, Joy says, do you do any canning, especially home canning meat? I've actually thought about that, but I didn't know what to do with that. Like, I've thought about doing it, but I have to practice it, and I have to make sure it's done the right way so no one gets sick. Food hall, yes, that's the word I was looking for. I was like, it like escaped my mind. Yeah, the food hall is what I wanted to do. Yes. But the canning thing, I've actually always wanted to do, Joy. Before I had turned keto, right? So this was years ago. I used to want to do jams. I used to want to do like strawberry jam and blueberry jam because I used to grow those kind of fruits in the front of my yard all the time. And when I say I had an abundance, I had so much left over. I used to put it in my freezer, and throughout the whole winter, I had blueberries. I had blueberries and a few strawberries. Kids usually ate the strawberries quick, but yeah, and before the birds would get to it too, because I didn't have any kind of like netting over the blueberry bushes that I had. So you'd see like the birds just swooping in, and I'd see blueberries all over the floor, and I'm like, gosh, I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's such a waste. I'm like, why are all these blueberries here? But I noticed what they were doing. But I used to keep one part of the bush open after they were swooping and it was getting them to be a mess. I kept one part open so that way they can get and still have some blueberries. I bought an electric pressure canner, but haven't used it yet. I used to make jam. Okay, so you used to make jam too. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool to make like I wanted to do like vegetable canning, but I also wanted to do fruit canning. I wanted to do fruit canning, like how you kind of pickle like pickles, but I wanted to do like a sweet version of that for fruit. And I don't know how to do that. Yeah. The canning I don't know, but I think I don't think it's too complex. I mean, I know you have to get like the jars for it, the ball jars with the tops and the lids, and then I know that for some like cucumbers and the vegetables, you have to use like the pickling seasoning. I don't know what's in the pickling seasoning, so that's something that I'd have to think about. But yeah, definitely will look into that. See what we could do for carnivores. That would be actually pretty awesome. Maybe we could do a few keto ones too, for people that live that keto lifestyle as well. Because every once in a while I'll want to go do keto. Do you like cheese, Joy? Let me know. Or if any of you guys like cheese, let me know. I did something really cool that I wanna do a video on for you guys. So I have one video. Um, I have one video, and I have like three different recipes on it, and then I realized as I did the video, and I'll release it anyway. You guys will probably say something in the chat like, "What? Where's the finishing product?" But I did the video, and I realized that I didn't shoot that last one because I was so hungry I ate. So I'll try to edit it and put the finishing product, but I think I'm gonna just post it anyway. Hey, it's Alan Bay. How's my friend doing? Oh man, good to see you, Alan. Hope you're doing well. Alan, I forgot to tell you. So tomorrow we had to do a few changes for for tomorrow's live stream on Amazon. So I am going to be live streaming a little bit later because after I go see my mother-in-law, we're going to go to the movies. We're going to see that Wolverine and Deadpool movie. So it's probably going to be anywhere between, I want to say maybe like 8 or 9ish is when I'm going to do the live stream. Mhm. All right. Joy says, I love cheese. Oh, good, good. I'm glad. You're going to love this one. Cheese and coffee are my favorites. Alan says he's doing great. Let me tell you guys about Alan. Great storyteller. And he has the funniest clean jokes on his channel. I highly recommend subscribing to his channel too. He is awesome. Whenever I have like a down day or I just want a good laugh, I go onto his channel and I listen to his jokes. All right, Alan says, okay, that should work better. Let me know. Okay, good, good, good. Because I kept saying to myself, I can't keep moving this live stream. But there was a lot of things that were coming into play. Like I'm waiting for Jason, and then there's like the time we have to pick up stuff to go to my in-laws, and I was like, I don't know how long this is gonna take. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I let you know. Doing good. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, that should work better. Let me know. That's fabulous. And then Alan says tomorrow is my adventures with Bigfoot. Oh, you gotta take pictures. I want to see that. I want to see that. I love hearing of your adventures. All right, now Fogel. Let me go back to what Joy is saying. Fogel stuff, guys. Her name is Joy. Okay, so welcome her. Welcome her to our little family. All right. She says she loves cheese. I found a cheese yesterday that was fried cheese from Wisconsin. And oh my gosh, I cut this thing up. It's like this thick, the cheese, right? But it's about, I want to say yay high. Yeah, it's taller than, it's two decks of cards stacked on top of each other long ways, okay? That's the best that I could tell you, like the length of it. But what's cool about this cheese is I split it in half and I split it again and then I chopped it up into like tenths. And I put it on like a stainless steel little pan and I air fried it for, let's see, I think it was 5 minutes. I air fried it. Oh my gosh. It was so good. It was like the best treat ever. I'm telling you. And everybody was like, what are you eating? Those look like fries. I'm like, it's not fries, it's cheese, guys. But now that everybody likes this cheese, that means I have to buy more of it. I feel like slowly but surely they're starting to convert over slowly. I'm like, guys, you see how I eat on a carnivore diet? I'm like, I eat well. I eat well. I think I'm gonna take your advice, Joy, and I think we're gonna do some barbecue today too. I got some leftover charcoals, and yeah, I'm gonna ask Cleo if he can get the grill started. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him today. Joy says, that sounds good. I'm lazy. I microwave string cheese for 9 seconds. That sounds so good. I don't have a microwave. I haven't had a microwave since 1992. Honestly, I would have had a microwave, but it just for some reason would not work in my kitchen. We had some electrical challenges. We got it fixed, but yeah, we just we don't have a microwave. I have an air fryer. So, I got that. Yeah, and so we got like that cheese and we chopped it up, but I'm going to make something for you guys that you're going to absolutely love, which I thought about it. So if you miss pizza, I've got a quick, I think it's like maybe 7 minutes. I'm gonna time it. It's like a 7 minute recipe. Seriously, from when you put it in the pan to when you eat it, and it is so good. It's almost like pizza. Yeah. But it's no bread. No bread. Yeah, there's no bread on this. You'll like it. So I promise you that will be the recipe that if you want that recipe first, let me know. And then what I'll do is when I get off this live stream, I'll edit that one and I'll post it. But I think the postings, I try my best to post at least once a week. I have a ton of content that I'm still trying to get through and I'm still trying to edit and it takes me a bit. So just be patient. All right. Let me know in the comment section what are your favorite recipes that you'd like to see. And then that's what I'll do is I'll try to find recipes like that for you guys. And also if you want to see more different kind of live streams, if you want to see me live stream more, I can do that as well. I just got to get some feedback from you guys so I know how to move forward. But yes, tomorrow will be live streaming on Amazon. That's going to be the link I will send that one through the newsletter today. Okay. All right, guys. It's been 37 minutes. I see my kids starting to come out. They're hungry for lunch, so I gotta make lunch for them. But it was good seeing you guys. Thank you so much for coming to today's live stream. Hey, it's retro gaming music, guys. Let me tell you about my friend Retro before I leave. It's okay, Retro. I tried to catch you last time I seen you live streaming, and I got caught up in some stuff. But I gotta tell you, Retro has an amazing channel. If you like gaming music, especially like old school, you are going to absolutely love his channel. Highly recommend that you go and give his channel a subscribe and a like, guys. You'll love it. And he should be going live today because he goes live every Friday, and that's when I listen. Joyce says, have a great weekend. Mwah! Thank you. I appreciate you. Retro, it's okay. We'll catch up on your live stream. I'll catch you on your live stream today. Evan says, thanks, Melody. Have a great day. See you on Amazon. Okay, bye, Evans. I'll see you tomorrow. And guys, thank you for coming to today's live stream. And of course, I will see you on the next video. I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. I'm trying to get to where you are. Thanks for the plug. You are so welcome. I'll see you later on today, Retro, okay? Take care. And bye, guys. Thanks for coming to today's live stream.